Well, I made a video for my CD haul, all the CDs that I got from Salvation Army, so I thought, why not do the same with DVDs? I think this is all of them. All the ones that I picked up at the local Salvation Army. Actually, it's not as many as I thought, but there's still quite a bit here. So, start off the TV ones here. This one I picked up a few weeks ago. I can't remember how much I paid. I think I paid $6. It's a 4-disc set. The Hammer House of Horror short, kind of like a Tales from the Dark Side, something like that. 4 episodes on each disc. I haven't watched discs 3 and 4 yet. I like it. Next up, we have Reno 911. What is this? This is the complete second season. I've got disc 2 and disc 3. They didn't have disc 1. Somebody must have got rid of their British comedy collection because they had these next 2 I'm going to show you, and they had some others. I can't remember what they were. Anyway, picked up Are You Being Served? Again, also known as Grace in Favor. I think that was the original British title, complete series. Not as good as the original series, but still fun. Next up, here's a show I hadn't seen since, gosh, probably the early 80s. We used to show it on the local PBS on Saturday night. I think they would show this in Monty Python's Flying Circus, the Fawlty Towers, Rise and Fall of Reginald Perrin, and there's some show that was like, I don't know who the hell he was, but he'd come out and he's in his chair. You know, he'd always have a drink in one hand and a cigarette in the other, and he'd tell jokes, and then they'd also do like a short sketches, or like, yeah, short films with him. Also, I have no idea I can't remember what that was called. Too long ago. Anyway, we've got Dad's Army, which has 18 episodes on 3 DVDs, so pretty sure it's not the complete series. And the sticker says $4.99. I doubt I paid that much. I must have went on there on a day that they had blue tags half off. They do that a lot. Different colored tags half off, depending what day it is. I don't think I would have paid $5 for that. Let me grab another stack down. I remember when this movie came out, I'd never seen it before. Clint Eastwood, Burt Reynolds, City Heat. And, yeah, I like Burt Reynolds. Well, I like Clint Eastwood too. I remember this getting pretty terrible reviews. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not very good. It's all right. This is some of these. I went on one time they had if you buy a certain amount of DVDs, I think they're only maybe $1 each. Top Secret, but pretty funny movie, kind of like Airplane, Naked Gun. I thought for $1 I'd go ahead and try this. At first, when this movie came out, I wasn't that interested in it, even though I am a big Three Stooges fan. But it's not bad. I've watched it a couple of times. Three Stooges. So, how come there's no... I was kind of expecting this to end with a big pie fight scene, and it didn't have any pie fights in it. This next one is a movie I can remember my brother and I watching on cable back when I was in junior high. I think this guy only was only in 2 movies. They Call Me Bruce? Johnny Yoon. Oh, no, it says, I guess 3 because it says on the back that, well, I knew he was in the sequel, They Still Call Me Bruce, but it says he's also in the Cannonball Run. Saw this at the theater when it came out. Me and my two brothers saw this, and my parents went to go see Rocky 5. Got Predator 2. Here's a movie I had, again, saw at the theater when this came out, and I don't think I had seen it since. So that's what, this came out, I think, 87, 88? 86. Yeah, so it had been 30 years since I had seen this. My gosh. Maximum Overdrive. It was better than I remembered. It was pretty fun. Saw this at the theater, too, when it first came out. Jesus. I think it was, yeah, the actor's name is Brian Deacon. And any movie that I saw at the theater when I was a kid, I will buy, depending on the price. With the exception of the Star Wars films. Well, maybe one of these days I'll buy The Empire Strikes Back, and Grease. I don't care to see that again. Or Grease 2. Anyway. Subtitled in English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Arabic. It's also in 8 languages. The most historically accurate film about the life of Jesus. I don't know if that's true or not, but oh well. I'll take their word for it. You get another stack. Here's one I was kind of surprised to find, because I can remember for a long time there was a in the Kansas City area, there was a channel called, I think it was KYFC. I think where the call letters was. Now, it used to be UHF. Well, it always was a UHF channel. And they didn't always show religious programming. That didn't start until I don't know when. Sometime when I was in grade school, and I lasted through junior high and high school, and later on, they were funded. They got, you know, a lot of their money came from pledge drives and stuff like that. And so I guess eventually they could no longer afford to stay on there. So it became for a while they were just one of those channels that showed nothing but infomercials all day. Then they became PACs, and now I don't know what they are, because yeah, since I mean that was back then I didn't have cable. It was just always channel 50. So if they still are on the air, I don't remember what the heck what channel it is. But anyway, back when they did show nothing but Christian programming, yeah, that must have been the early 90s, so they were still around then, maybe early to mid-90s. They were still doing that. Friday evenings, or maybe it was Saturday evenings, they would show show a movie. And it's like they only had like a certain number of movies they'd show, and they just show them like playing like in a loop over and over. I mean, the same movies, but just one a week. And they're hosted by these two guys that would, you know, come in every once in a while and discuss the film and stuff. Anyway, this one is called, that I remember watching, Gold Through the Fire, about a Russian foreign exchange student who comes to America. And there's this little boy that's kind of, you know, that's with the family that he's staying with, and tries to help him get him on the right path. Get him to start going to church again. And these weird scenes. It's like a daydream or a nightmare scene where KGB agents are coming after him or something. Because remember, this movie was made before the the fall of the collapse of the Soviet Union. So yeah, back in these days, I mean, you know, we were U.S. and Russia were, you know, they were considered our. We weren't certainly on the best of terms with one another. A heartwarming movie with a challenging message for all age groups. Yeah, this came out in 1987. All right, one of my favorite movies. I watch this probably at least twice a year. And no, I did not see this at the theater. Das Boot. The director's cut. It was a great movie. We also have the, what is it called? I'm looking at my shelf. It says Das Boot, the original uncut miniseries, which is like even longer than this. I think that version is around, it's over 5 hours maybe. Saw this one at the theater too when it came out. And, that deal I was talking about where you buy a certain number of DVDs or $1 each. I don't remember. Clash of the Titans, the original version. One of those movies that I thought, okay, just since it was so cheap, and on occasion I will watch episodes of this on demand. Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie. And just another stack here. Movie I can remember seeing on TV, on cable. I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know if it was supposed to be intentional comedy or not. American Buffalo. The two guys trying to get this, come up with this scheme to rob this coin collection. This coin collection. I think it was written by Glenn Gary. It was written by the guy that wrote Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, David Mamet. Dad took me to see this when it came out. Very funny movie. Airplane. One of the top 10 funniest movies ever made. Yeah, probably. $0.99 sticker on this one. Mr. Nice Guy, Jackie Chan. Looks like this was something to do with Papa John's Pizza. I don't know how that happened. I guess they ordered a large pizza, you got a free movie or something. Found these next 5 just last night when I went there. This one I already had, but I went ahead and got it for my brother for a Christmas gift. Lucio Fulci's Zombie. This is the Blue Underground release. Next up, we got a Midnight Movies double feature. Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. Now, Tales from the Crypt I did see at the theater. However, I saw him when I was a little kid, and unfortunately I fell asleep. Can't remember my older brother talking about it on the way home. I thought, you let me sleep through the movie? Why didn't you wake me up? The only part I have seen it since. The only part I can remember seeing when I was in the theater was that bit where I think Joan Collins kills somebody and she's trying to get the blood out of her rug and scrubbed out of her sink. I never have seen Vault of Horror. I did see this at the theater. No, not when it first came out, but there was an old movie theater called the Inglewood that we used to go to when I was a kid, and they closed for a long time. Then they reopened. I think they had concerts there maybe for a while. And then they were open again for a while in the 90s. The late 90s. And they'd show a movie every week, old movies. And for a while they showed this on. Went up there to see it. This is the original Thing from Another World. These were $2.49 a piece. Saw this. I might have seen this on Halloween night when it first came out, I think. Really fun creep show. Took me forever to get this. I don't know why I passed on it. I used to see this on DVD. I used to find this DVD just about every time I go to the pawn shop. Jordy Verrill. Meteor shit! Oh. I'm not sure how this got in there. I did not get this from the Salvation Army. I got this in the mail today from oldies.com. That wasn't supposed to be in here. They had a bunch of DVDs on clearance, and I picked that one up for myself. I've never seen this, but it was only like around $1.50 or so. It's called Blood of Ghastly Horror. It's an old 60s movie by L. Adamson. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Now I've got to go to the hassle of picking these out and putting them all back on my shelf where they belong. That's the part I don't enjoy. Catch you next time.